What's going on everyone, how we doing? So usually I wouldn't condone rushing a game of this scale. I'd actually encourage you to become fully immersed, explore every nook and cranny and to just enjoy the overall experience. But there are avid achievement and trophy hunters out there like myself that usually prefer a head start to their experience, so I decided to compile a few tips to hopefully help you out and save everyone some time. So tip number 1, save your gold early on and buy a horse at the stables. It can be any horse, just as long as you don't make the mistake of keeping the base horse that is initially given to you, which also doesn't even count as an equipped horse to begin with. The reason for this is because the base horse cannot level up and has no stats. The idea is to get a head start on leveling up your horse, as this will indefinitely make your trips along the vast Chinese plains much quicker in the early parts of the game. Tip number 2, start collecting materials as soon as possible to begin crafting an epic weapon. The weapons in Dynasty Warriors 9 are created from scrolls that can be purchased with the currency Yibi Qian from the coin collector. You will usually need 3 of the same scrolls to initiate the creation of an epic weapon, which can be crafted at the blacksmith. The strength of a weapon can be identified by the colour of the writing, white being the more common and weaker, orange being the rarer and strongest. The same applies to materials. Tip number 3. Don't shy away from a challenge. If you stumble across a level 25 bandit while you're level 7, squat down, pull out that bow and stealth attack them for some sweet and easy experience points to grow quite quickly early on. This will also add progress to the Sun Piercer achievement and trophy, which is for defeating 1000 enemies with the bow. Tip number 4, which could be considered to go hand in hand with tip number 3. Every animal you see, once again squat down and get your hunting game on. The reason for this is because there is an achievement / trophy for earning 5000 hunting points. Your hunting points can be located within your belongings at the top right corner. Tip number 5, which could be identified as more of a preference, but I'll say it anyways. Veterans of the series may want to look into switching off the auto lock-on mechanic located in the game settings. I found while strafing on a horse trying to march out my way through the peasantry mobs that if an enemy officer was near, it would lock on and remain locked on. Over time this became incredibly annoying, and once I switched it off, the feeling of freedom while combating on a horse instantly returned. Tip number 6. As you level up, stay conscious of your character's point distribution. There is a secret achievement / trophy for maxing out any character's attack stat. Tip number 7. When approaching a unit, always consider doing so in stealth, as this will prompt the assault mechanic, which is performed by pressing the triangle button. There is also an achievement / trophy for defeating 100 enemies with an assault attack. Tip number 8. Get yourself into a habit by visiting Watchtowers and Waymarks. The idea is to unlock as many as possible as they expand the world map by revealing camps, cities, ports, hideaways and scenic areas. They also act as great fast travel points. And lastly, a bonus tip which isn't really going to help you, but I feel like I just need to add it in here anyway. Suck up every bit of dialogue you possibly can. Take your time in exploring this beautifully crafted open world. Koei Tecmo have outdone themselves by creating a refreshing Dynasty Warriors experience. Enjoy the game and most of all, just have fun with it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope these tips help you in the early parts of the game. As always, you know the deal, stay humble and take care of yourselves.
It's been a few months since I was posted here. My folks sent a food package from home, but my commander ate it all.
That's an abuse of power, if ever I heard one. No promotion should let you mess with another man's food.